Because think about it, in the past when we've seen perfect games, or like when you get the notification perfect game occurring, you tune into that game, you're watching it, and when you watch it, then like, if the hit happens, then what's the next thing you see? The coach walks out, shakes the hand, his start's over. Like we've always in travel baseball, high school, but we've always seen that if a perfect game or a no hitter's been in, they ride it out up until the hit occurs or something occurs.
Welcome back to another episode of Guys Being Dudes. Thank you guys very much for tuning in every single week on Tuesday at 7:30. If you guys are new here, my name is Arjun Bernal. Right here to my right-hand side is Mr. Luke Sula. You guys can find the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and of course, if you're a visual learner like myself, then YouTube. But guys, we're coming off Easter weekend. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I know I did myself. But before we get into that, let me ask here, man, how was your Tuesday going?
Man, hey, it's episode 44. I'm fired. I'm fired up every cylinder, really, at this point. Like he said, I hope everybody had a great Easter. You can't complain when you're cracking some eggs. Get some confetti eggs, go
egg hunt going.
Yeah, find $5 in an egg. You never can complain about that.
Did you do an egg hunt?
Nah, I didn't, unfortunately, bro. So I had a talk with somebody, and I mentioned that I think I'm too old for Easter, and they said you're never too old for Easter. So what do you think? There's
no, you're okay. So there's parts of Easter where you may be a little bit too old.
Yeah,
egg hunting, 100% agree with that. I don't know if I'm gonna go, look for some eggs out in the backyard anymore.
But celebrating what the idea of Easter,
celebrating the idea that 100%. Jesus is risen. Yeah, I'm 100% celebrating that. Yeah. But the egg hunt. Now, if there's money involved, yeah, you know what? I'll get my happy ass up off the couch and go find some eggs. But
that's what I'm saying. But
for some candy, maybe a little what are they called? A cavity? Yeah, I'll pass.
Yeah. True. Yeah, there's a lot of cavities happening. There's crazy candies and stuff too. I don't know. Easter's a crazy holiday in my opinions. But no, it was. I can't complain. I'm having a great day. It's really I'm just having a great day. That's the important thing. So, how's your day going? How's your weekend?
My day's going good. My weekend, I got an Easter story. Well, first off, I want to know who egg hunts still. So drop that down below.
Hey, it's cool on that. I'm chilling with that.
Yeah, no, I had no problems with that. But no, dude, it's actually funny because Easter we went to church in the morning. And I had to go pick up Lauren from my house, and I'm riding with Max and Jackie, and so we're in the car. It's about a 5-minute drive from my house to Lauren's house, and dude, I'm fully distracted, right? And I want to, any gentleman out there that that you've done this to your girlfriend, I want to know how you guys got out of it, how you worked through it, because dude, I forgot Lauren. I forgot to pick up Lauren on Easter, dude. Went straight to church, bro. Drove straight past her house, dude. And it was one of those moments where I'm sitting in the car, I'm driving, I'm talking to Max, and I'm having a great day, And phone rings, and I look down, and it says Lauren, and I'm like, oh shit, dude. I'm like, oh fuck. So I answer, and she's like, babe, where are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm right. I'm almost there, babe. I'm almost there. I'm like panicking my face. I'm like, oh shit, dude, this is not the right day to do this. And so I whip around. I go pick her up, dude. She's pissed. She's so mad. She's like, how can you forget me? Like, what's going on in your head? Like, you're just not thinking of me. And I'm like, in that scenario, like, I was just dead ass full conversation with Max,
Zone.
Yeah, shit happens though. Shit happens. Got her. We went to church, and now the rest of the day went on. But
I'm curious how you forgot her too. But it's
right.
Okay, it happens though. Like,
yeah, no, like a very important person in your life. Like, I mean,
it's not. No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing you forgot it, because that's what I'm saying. I just think it's just some shit happened. Like, I just wasn't thinking. You were in the zone. Like, you're just having a great conversation, thanking Easter, church. I don't know. Maybe you thought she was already in the car.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I really don't know. But hey, we moved past it. We're good now.
Yeah. I mean, did she break up with you?
Nah.
Sadly, you were about to say sadly.
I was about to say. Thankfully, she did not break up.
Right. On Easter.
Luckily, she's not listening to this. I know it's only 3.5 minutes in, but I know for a fact she's not listening.
It's good. Nah, she's supporting still at the end of the day. She still supports. It's hard. It's just there. It's great. But hey, if you guys weren't celebrating, at home with the family, a good Easter, Sunday and all that. On the other side of things, there was Coachella going on. And I saw the only reason why I bring it up is because I saw a ton of people were there. I was like, wow, surprised. A ton of people were there, and in Vegas, surprisingly. I don't know. I guess Easter, you know, a lot of
Vegas,
people like,
what was going on in Vegas?
I don't know. That's what I was saying. Like, I guess a lot of people like going out of town during Easter because that's, you know, that's what I saw. It was either people were just all with their families. They all came home with their families, or it was a lot of people were just went out and like to Vegas or Coachella. That was the main thing I saw. But yeah, it's been 3 years since Coachella's been here. It's finally back.
That's nuts.
It's crazy, right? To think that, I mean, in three, like it doesn't feel like 3 years, but I mean, shit, what, 2019? Yeah, that's 3 years, dude. It got shut down in 2019. Like, bro, we straight up just lost a year from 2020 to 2021. Like,
dude, I didn't realize
that. To think that's a 2 year gap, like that, to me, that's still insane. Like, I think a lot of people are like still fathoming that 2021 just like was non-existent. Yeah, like this just wasn't a thing, I feel like. Cause like 2020 was like the shitty, you know, like it was like the shitty year. So people are going to remember 2020. Like, I feel like 2021 is going to be like so overpassed. Like,
yeah, dude, I honestly don't remember like one like big thing that happened.
I mix things between 2020 and 2021. I'll be like, oh wait, that happened in 2020, and I'm like, and then I'll talk about something that I thought happened in 2020 and it happened in 2021. Like,
can you believe that, dude? We went a full 2 years of just absolute shit.
Yeah, just like steady mobbing, I guess. Like,
I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah,
like, I wonder how that's going to be written in the history books. You know what I mean? Like, I've talked to some people when COVID first hit. You know, everyone was like, "Yo, damn, like, you know, this is definitely going in the history books." But like, the way I remember like COVID at the very beginning was, dude, like COVID summer, like that first year summer of like 2020 was crazy, bro. Like, I'm gonna feel bad, like, you know, my grandchildren are gonna come home. Grandpa, look at that. Were you alive during it? I'm like, yeah, and they're gonna be like, was it that bad? In my head, I'm like, dude, I went to town. That was the best year of my life.
Yeah, we mentioned that hella when we were going to Bass Lake all the time during like, I mean, heat of COVID. I remember all the boys would be like, yo, we're dead. I was gonna be telling our kids like, no, we had the best time during COVID. Yeah. But like at the same time, I mean, there's definitely been some shitty down moments for sure. 100%. But without a doubt, that start of COVID, because a lot of it was like people weren't they weren't adjusted to what was going on. It was just, we had some free time. That's kind of what everybody's thought process was like. Okay, the world's shut down. We got a little free time. Let's go have some fun. And then shit got serious. And then, people started losing their jobs, or people started, like sitting at home, not going to, doing their thing. And then it was like, that's where the mentally started, fucking people up. Yeah. But it's good. I mean, we're slowly, like it's going to be a few years before everything, I don't want to even say gets back to normal, but
yeah, no, nothing will ever be back to normal.
Things, back to, in a sense, the way they should be. And, I feel like, Coachella, something like that, festivals, everything seemed to go right at Coachella so far. Like, I didn't hear anything crazy happen. So it seems
Weekend one is in the books now, right?
Yeah, I believe it's in the books. It's all that. So, I mean, if that's locked and good, then, there's some hopes for some festivals and people start showing up, feeling safe there again, because that's an important thing. So
I don't know. To me, the vibe was off for Coachella for me this year, man. I don't know if it's just because my head hasn't really been in the festival realm, but, I don't know. Like, the lineup to me, like Harry Styles, like, I don't know if I'm ever going to go.
Apparently he killed it, though.
Yeah.
I mean, people loved it. Like, see, I agree too. Like, I think the hype wasn't there at the same time, but then like when I'm just looking at my Snap stories on my Instagram, I'm like, damn, a lot of people did go. Like, I'm telling you, probably like 50 people this week, and I saw it went for sure. Like, yeah, like 50, like multiple people on my Snap, a ton of people on my Instagram, all at Coachella, just having a great time. So I mean, like, I think a lot of people just want to get out, go see. Well, I guess we'll see the second weekend, see what the turnout is.
I was surprised people went on Easter, like just dipped on their families,
like
dipped on
but
Easter.
Like, that's why I was like, is that a common thing for people to go, vacation? I guess it might be. I guess go vacation on Easter. But for the headliner part, you had Harry Styles. We also had Billie Eilish. I wanted to mention that. Dude, she's 20 years old, bro, headlining one of the top festivals in the world.
Wait, she's only 20?
Yeah, she's only 20, bro. Like, think about that. Like, dude, she's literally our age, just fucking headlining this hundreds of thousands of people, bro. The reason why I bring that up, though, is just because I was seeing the pictures, and I was just like, I know she's looking at those. Like, it was like, the Rolling Loud pictures and all that stuff like that, or like Coachella pictures. And I know she's like looking at those like, damn, those are gonna be memories forever. You know what I mean? Just 100,000 fans out there, and she's just performing. Like, it was crazy. I thought it was pretty cool. Like, 1,000%. I was just like, I just couldn't imagine being that age. Everything she's gone through already. I mean, she's got a crazy story. So like, just for her to have that highlight moment for her, I think that's good for her, career and all that stuff. So
that's nuts, dude. I did not know she was 20 years old.
Yeah, 20 years old, bro.
I saw her 4 years ago at the Coachella I went to. And
no
dude,
way.
Yeah, I saw her when I didn't know that she was 16.
Yeah, damn,
she was a sub headliner.
16, 17. Yeah,
she wasn't the headliner, but she was the sub headliner.
Yeah, she's the youngest headliner in the festival.
Unreal,
dude. Think about that, bro. That's crazy. I mean, like, that's a statement for in a sense. Like, that's Congrats. Hats off to her. That's badass.
When I see people like that, like doing like young ass people doing,
Stop messing with your eye, man.
I know. When I see young people doing things like that, dude, I try to like just imagine myself. I'm like, damn, like, dude, I'm 21 and there's people younger than me doing things at a crazy ass level.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes like that's why it's like it's nice to see that sometimes, like, because it's like, okay, it is achievable, but then sometimes it's like, damn, like what the hell, like, but it's just the way the world works. At the end of the day, like, I mean, there's always going to be people that are, you know, higher than you and people that are lower than you. It's just a matter of doing what you're motivated and determined to do at the end of the day.
That actually has, before we move on, I want to drop something real quick. That actually has some, I don't know the right word, but I'm going to say truth to it, because I read an article before mentioning how young people who reach this certain stature of celebrity, let's just call them like, you know, once they get to a certain level of being a celebrity, fame, there you go. It, to the people on the outside, to people like us, it kind of puts a little bit more pressure on us, because we look at them and like, damn, like they set the bar and they're only 16 years old. They're only 20 years old. Right. And we're over here like, damn, it kind of like makes us rush certain things and makes, you know, certain people react differently. And
yeah, no, they definitely said social media had
social media
with the social media influencers, because social media influencers got so young, you know, because, you know, I just figured it out soon. I mean, you got the JoJo Siwa girl who was like 13, and, you know, she's an influencer. Like, she's influencing people's thoughts and lives and all that. So how she portrays herself and how she does her things is going to be, you know, outputted into the people that are her fans and stuff like that. And so, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there is a certain level to it, to where it's like mentally, and like now you got to understand, like, okay, they're just in a whole different world. Like, I got to stay with my visions. There's gonna be a time when that success will be there. It might not be as big. It might be even bigger. But at the end of the day, if you got to just stay determined in vision and
stay in your own lane.
Mind. Yeah, stay in your own lane, because they're just in a whole different world, you know? Like, that shit's so rare, 1 in a million chance that that's ever going to happen, you know? But yeah, it's cool. Coachella, we got next weekend? It'll be weekend 2. So that's cool. To go on the MLB side, let's transition to sports a little bit. Ichiro Suzuki, bro. Did you see that?
Yeah, dude.
Seattle
fully
Mariners,
suited up, bro.
Houston Astros game. He fully suited up, full windup, first pitch and everything, bro.
It kind of threw me. It kind of threw me a curveball. Yeah, we'll throw the video up, but it kind of threw me a curveball, because like I saw him and I thought it was like an old video, because I was like, what the hell am I seeing? Like Ichiro fully dressed up. And then sure enough, he just delivers a freaking bullet. To home
no
plate.
cap. I dead ass thought like it was like, because I forgot what, it wasn't MLB first. It was like another baseball page posted it. And I swear I thought it was like, they were like throwing back an old clip. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I'm listening to it and they're like, and here's the first pitch. And it's a strike. Ichiro Suzuki. I'm like, damn. I was like, that's sick. It was pretty cool. I watched it again and they were saying it was 93.6 miles an hour on the clock. That's what they said. And I was like, there's no way.
There's no way. Dude's 48 years old.
He hopped up there and threw a 93 mile an hour fastball. And dude, I was looking and everything I saw says 93.6 miles an hour. But there was one article I found. MLB just posted it this morning that I found. It said it was 84.6. So that's what the official pitch they said was. But everything else I'm seeing is saying 93. So I don't know who's giving who the hype or what the difference is or what the case is. But either way, he still pumped that thing. Yeah. Like, it wasn't no little lollipop. Yeah, right, he pumped that thing in there.
Bro, you don't even have starting pitchers. Some of them throwing 94.
Yeah, but hey, think about it though. He's been in the league long enough. He understands that it's legs. It's not all arm. It's a bunch of different things. He's freaking like, he still works for the Mariners. Like, he's still part of baseball. He's all part of, you know, everything. He knows what to do. I feel like maybe he could sling a 90 mile an hour fastball if he wanted to. Hey, hats off to him though.
It's good to see him out there, man.
Right?
Good
no,
to see
that's
him
what I
out
said.
there.
Like, that's why seeing that was like, that was a great MLB moment right there.
100%,
like,
he's a legend.
That was a great MLB moment, seeing a legend. You know, we grew up seeing him. He was like, one of the first Japanese, like true hardcore, great Japanese players to come straight out of Japan to the MLB. Pretty cool. Pretty damn cool to happen.
100%.
But yeah, I mean, now he's an instructor and he's the chairman for the Mariners. So
I did not know that.
Yeah, so he's chilling there. So he's always around there. I always see the Mariners posting videos with him and doing stuff like that. So.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I thought it was completely,
he retired in 2019, I think? Yeah, 2019. And then after that, he got a job with them. And dude, he's a Mariner by heart, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
On the pitching side of things, Clayton Kershaw.
Bro, he's a dude.
Yeah, I think we need to talk about this, though, because, you know, as much as I hate the Dodgers and everything, I think it is definitely a controversial topic. The situation that happened, man. I mean, he threw 7 innings, 13 strikeouts.
Oh, yeah.
They were winning, what? think they were winning 7-8-1 or something like
I
that.
think it was 7-0.
Yeah, 7-0, something like that. Like, oh yeah, it wasn't even. Yeah, he was on a perfect game. So 7-0. Yeah, the final score ended up being that. But yeah, perfect game. So how do you feel? I want to hear your first thoughts.
See, this is as soon as I saw that, I knew that the world was going to be, going at this. This is a great conversation, a great topic. I truly believe that there's no reason for Clayton Kershaw to come out of that game. Because in my eyes, bro, that he's a grown man. He's been doing it for years and years and years on end. 80 pitches is when they pulled him, right, in the 7th inning. And like me and you have had a talk off camera before about this. And, if he were to throw that perfect game, it would have been at most 20, 25 more pitches,
If that, yeah.
And that's only 100 pitches. Mm-hmm. He's done that numerous of times before. He can do that. He can do that. His arm can take that. You know what I mean? So for them to pull him out of a game that he may not even do that good again this year.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he had to start tonight, when this is filmed Monday. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
We'll see. Yeah, exactly. And it could be a fluke because, I mean, we all know Clayton Kershaw in the last few years. It's not old Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah. It's just consistent, but he can throw some games here and there.
He can throw some games here and there, but I'm interested to see if the remainder of the season for Clayton Kershaw continues to look the same because I truthfully do not think that he's going to get another opportunity to throw a perfect game. How many perfect games have there been?
Yeah, there have been 23.
23 perfect games in the entire history of the MLB.
And that's really the point I made because, like, at the end of the day, I get it's early in the season, right? Like, it was his first start of the season. But the fact that there's been that was the thing. It's been over 200,000 MLB games. There's only been 23 perfect games. He's at the near end of his, career. He's never done it before. The only thing close was a no hitter, and why not give him? My thing is just like, why not see? Like, if in 5 pitches the guy gets a hit, okay, then you pulled him in 5 pitches. But to me, it was just like the Dodgers just didn't prove that they were like trying. Like they just were like, okay, like we'll worry about it when we need to worry about something. Like. Mm-hmm. They're just complacent. Like they weren't worried about the fact that if Clayton Kershaw threw a perfect game, this is something that could be talked about for the next, 10 years, 15 years,
Correct.
30 years, forever. You know what I mean? Like the fact that Clayton Kershaw, who he is, what he's done and everything, then now we're never going to know if he's ever going to throw another perfect game. But that's my biggest thing is like, we'll never know. Like now he's never going to know. Nobody's ever going to know. And the one point that I did see too that is the biggest thing is that's the problem in baseball is the way it's changing now is that now it's changing in such a metric way that like the only reason why they pulled him was because what did they do? They looked at metrics, they looked at everything and were like, okay, well, we can save him. We can do this so that way he can come in for the next game. This guy, he can pitch against these 2 lefties that are coming in and he'll be able to strike them out and do stuff like that. When Kershaw, later in the innings against the lefty, he might not be as strong. Like they're looking at all those metrics, which, yeah, I mean, it sounds pretty, believable, but we're just like, why not play the old style of baseball, pitch him until the hit occurs or the walk or whatever happens and then pull him. Because like you said, he's been in the league he's a veteran, 10 plus years doing his thing. He can throw 100 pitches. You know what I mean? And the injury, and that's the same thing too. Like people are going to say, oh, well, he could have got injured. The chances of him getting injured are the same chances of him throwing that perfect game. They're slim to none. It's just a matter of not why not see if he's going to get injured, but why not see if he could throw that perfect game. That he would have not got hurt, but the chances of him getting injured were so slim, and that's the biggest thing that they worried about. It was early in the season. We needed to save him, all that stuff like that.
100%. And I think that they honestly, they just panicked. I think they completely just panicked because, dude, think about it. All you have left is 6 outs, the 8th inning and the 9th inning. And just like what you just said, you throw him out there for the 8th inning and let's say the first guy gets a knock. All right, good. Hey, good job, Clayton. You're done for the day.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Let's move on.
Which is what it normally would. But that's why I don't think they panicked. Like I think Dave Roberts or whoever was the pitching coach is just simply just like, yo, like the metric says this is what we're listening to. Because think about it in the past when we've seen perfect games or like when you get the notification perfect game occurring, you tune into that game, you're watching it. And when you watch it, then like, if the hit happens, then what's the next thing you see? The coach walks out, shakes the hand, his start's over. Like we've always in travel baseball, high school, but we've always seen that if a perfect game or a no hitter's been in, they ride it out up until the hit occurs or something occurs. The way they did, I mean, I guess you could say panic, but I don't see that as like a panic moment. They were up 7-0. Like, what are you panicking about?
Yeah, that's true.
I just think they were just looking at metrics and was like, okay, this tells us this is going to happen. Boom, let's just do this. This is way easier to handle.
Now, what's your opinion? Let's say Clayton Kershaw didn't have a perfect game and he had a no-hitter going into the 8th inning. Does that change your perspective at all?
I mean, maybe a little bit, but no. I mean, I would say still keep him in there. Like, he's at 80 pitches perfect game. Like, I don't know, man. Like, no, I think because I think the thing that hurts me the most is because it's not like he's, a 20-year-old Hunter Green, you know what I mean? Like he's not just new in the league. He's been there, done that already in the league. He's probably got
he's soon to be out.
Yeah, max 5 years, if that, so, and there's only been 20, a handful of perfect games. Like, why not want to throw that, Yeah. I know deep down, like, he's got to be like, that probably not upset him, but he's understanding, with it. Obviously, you want to do what the best is for the team. The team won, everything happened. It's not an eye game, but
the Dodgers are hot. The Dodgers are hot right now.
I just still think that at the end of the day, something like that big of an achievement for somebody of that caliber of a player, you got to at least give him the chance to, do it. And they didn't even give him the chance.
Yeah.
So it is a little strange, but we'll see, as like we said, this is filmed on a Monday, so he's pitching tonight, and we'll see how that happens. Tuesday, you guys can let us know. But yeah, I mean,
I do like where the Dodgers are at right now. They're 7-2, but you know who also 7-2 right now?
Who?
The Giants.
Hey, San Francisco Giants, baby. You already know they're red hot, baby.
They are red hot. No. You guys
no.
Are
I was just
hot.
gonna say, like, it's kind of I kind of saw it happen in that way. It was just the fact of that if the way the Dodgers and the Giants are right now, I think that it's going to be pretty neck and neck right now until the All-Star break. And like I said, it's going to be one of the teams will either fall off or, hey, they might stay together and just keep rolling again. Another one of those seasons. But the biggest thing was like the Giants really didn't rebuild this last season.
No, they didn't. And that's why I'm shocked.
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, how are they 7-2?
Right. But I think the pitching, I mean, I was just realizing that Carlos Rendon for the Giants was a huge pickup. Like I didn't really put that in perspective until actually like watching him understand his firing and then realizing what he did back with the White Sox. I was like, damn, like him and Logan Webb, that's going to be hard to beat for sure. And then our bullpen is pretty good. Like we got a young, really good bullpen. And now it's just a matter of our hitters, and the only big replacement was Joey Bart for, our catcher. And he's doing pretty good. I think he's got 2 home runs or something like that. Swinging the bat nice.
Yeah, so he fits in that lineup pretty nice.
Yeah. One thing go ahead.
No, I like what the Giants have. The veterans that they have on the team, because those veterans, the core of that team could lead a team to the playoffs easily. Yeah. Brandon Crawford, Brandon Belt. Who else? You're more of the Giants guy.
You're blowing me off right now. Not blowing me off, but you threw me for a loop right here.
Sorry,
I was thinking of something else. But
I truly think that the Giants, man, they're just another gritty team, just like how we talk about with the A's and stuff like that. I just think that they're a tight bond within that team, and we're gonna see some good things out of them for the remainder of the year.
And with their core, guys like you were saying, Belt, Crawford, and all those guys, I mean, those guys are gonna keep that team. They've done it for all these years. They're going to keep them, faithful. Like, guys, come on, let's go. All we got to do is just show up, play hard baseball, and don't let a pitch down, and we're good. You know what I mean? And don't let off the gas and all that. Do their thing. My biggest thing though is reason why I bring up the not rebuilding is why I think everything's going down is I think Aaron Judge might be making a turnover to the Giants. Only because he hasn't signed, his new contract. There's been a lot of talks. He's from Linden, which is right, an hour and a half away, even maybe 45 minutes away from San Francisco. It's, home. It's close to home. He had his fun at, with the Yankees and all that. I think if the Yankees really wanted him, they would have franchise tagged him already. They haven't done that, so I think the next best team and the best team for him would be the Giants. I don't see him ever putting a Giants uniform on because I couldn't imagine that. But to me, it lines up pretty damn well to see him possibly be a Giant. I mean, the Giants didn't rebuild, so they have the money. If they go out and have a good season this year, they're not going to be worried about draft picks. Okay, let's go pick a couple more guys up to go win. Boom. Okay, what do we got to do? Go pay Judge. Maybe go pick up another pitcher. Maybe a shortstop we need here soon. Other than that, there's not much rebuilding we got to do besides some outfielder players.
I could definitely see that happening.
Aaron Judge, I mean, like his family, they're diehard. They're Giants fans, all this stuff like that. Like it's just,
The thing with Aaron Judge is it's not going to be location. It's not going to be the team that makes him want to go to a place. It's going to be the money.
Yeah.
He's turned down $230 million from the Yankees. I mean, like, that's a lump sum of money right there. It was over 7 years. So, I mean, it's not the best deal he could have got. There's definitely higher paid athletes in the league right now. But if the Giants can, get some money together for him, dude,
it's a lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but he could definitely go to the Giants.
I think, and we're never going to know because, that he's never going to say it or whatever. But there's got to be a reason why there's got to be more than just the money that he truly declined not wanting to go to the Yankees. Meaning just, maybe he didn't like his locker room buddy. Maybe he's just like, I'm tired of this guy. Like, I'm tired of just putting on the pinstripes. Like, just like little things, little details to why he's truly not wanting to sign that $230 million contract, because at the end of the day, like, to be a Yankee, to play for the Yankees, like,
it's supposed to be the dream, dude. That's right?
Yeah, that's any MLB, that's any baseball player's dream. You know what I mean? Like, deep down. So I think there might be a little, maybe he doesn't like the manager. Maybe he doesn't like,
Yeah, there's something more to it for sure.
Maybe he feels he doesn't produce well in New York. Maybe he feels he could produce somewhere better.
Well, I mean, the Yankees, they're going through a hard time at the beginning of the season, dude. Like, they just cannot score. They cannot hit. They can't score runs. Yeah. Their pitchers are getting left out there to dry, putting up they got no offense to go with right now. I just don't get
how the Aroldis Chapman scenario. You got, again, he's a legend in the league, a long-time vet, and he walks the bases loaded, or walks the walk. It was a walk-off walk, whatever happened. Like, dude,
that's embarrassing.
How can you not throw a strike? You've been in the league this long and you can't throw a strike specifically. I mean, come on, dude. You're a closer. That's your job, is to get three pitches, 3 outs, get it done, do your thing, head home. And he walked, and I was just like, and that happens 100%, but it's crazy that it happens with someone like, Aroldis Chapman and the Yankees. But that's why, like,
dude, they got so many great players over there. Like, dude, they got one of the best pitchers in the league. They got Garrett Cole over there, dude.
They have some of the best players in the league. It's just, it's like a Lakers scenario, chemistry. They're just not, there's something deeper there. Because last year they were damn good. A lot of injuries off and on through the season and stuff, but I don't know. I guess, like, the Yankees, it's just, I think they put too much, they bargained too much for what they really were getting, because what was it? Yeah, the 2019-ish time, we were like, yo, what the fuck are the Yankees doing? They're getting everybody. Like, what the hell? You know what I mean? And haven't done anything.
Yeah, it hasn't worked out at all.
But going back to the, I think Aaron Judge, he might be a Giants. I think that's
exciting. I like that.
I don't see him being a Dodger. Like, and truthfully, I don't, regardless of what the Dodgers are doing, but I think, hey, he might go back home, be local, be a Giant, see what they can do. On the other hand, though, I was watching that Giants game, and I do have to say I tweeted it. I don't know if some of you guys saw that, though, but the Giants and the Guardians just sounded so off, bro. Like, first of all, that was the first time they ever played each other in a series. But the fact that the Guardians, like, just to hear the San Francisco Giants playing the Cleveland Guardians, I was like, yo, what?
I personally think that's a terrible name, dude.
You think so?
They could have done so many other choices. I know I read something saying that there was like 1,000 names, up to 1,200 names or something like that. But
so you would have been okay with them being the Cleveland Spiders?
No. See, the Cleveland Spiders, that just does not sound like a baseball team. That was the OG team.
Yeah, 1890s or whatever.
But why would they name themselves the Guardians?
Well, do you want me to tell you why?
Go for it.
And I actually think this is exactly what happened. I think that after they got those 1,200, they're like, holy shit, this is a shit ton of names. But I think their marketer, whoever made the choice, looked out. Because so if you guys have been to Cleveland, if you haven't, there's this bridge. Let me get it. It's called Hope Memorial Bridge, right? And it's got these 2 statues of these guardians. Guardians of Traffic statues is what they're called, right? And so, it's
Guardians of Traffic, like,
yes,
like, but it's automobile traffic.
Yeah, that's the word is, yes. Yeah. But it's like a Greek statues, right? And there's 2 of them on each end of this bridge in Cleveland. Well, this bridge is also right next to the stadium. So I think whoever the marketing looked at the bridge, was like, the Guardians, like, that's perfect. Because everything, like the story I was reading, that's what they said. Like, it was named after the bridge. Like, it's the Guardians of Traffic. Like, they're here to unite. They're here to bring people together. Like, all this stuff. What has Cleveland been trying to do? They're trying to get, Cleveland back to being a winning, town, state, all that stuff like that. Okay. So it's like, after seeing it, I was like, okay, maybe it does. Like, it resembles a little more than just a name, because that's what the Guardians, after they were really trying to say, like, they're trying to make it so the fans can be like, okay, yeah, we're the Guardians. Like, you know, we feel proud to be here. Like, and all that stuff. So I guess like it's cool because it resembles something, you know, right down the street from them. Big bridge. It's nice. And look it up when you get a chance. But, you know, I mean, I think for sure at the end of the day, there could have been a different name though.
Yeah. No,
but 100%. I'm not going to shit on it now that I do know a little deeper into it now. You know, I like it. I can accept it. But I just thought it was so weird, man. Giants versus Guardians. Like,
yeah, no, it doesn't. It will take a couple more years to get used to for sure.
We would have been okay with the Cleveland baseball team,
right? Just for a year.
We got
Cleveland
the Washington football team. Why can't we get the Cleveland baseball team?
Well, now what? They're the Commanders. Oh my god, the Washington Commanders.
I will say their jerseys look sick.
Yeah,
they got some new jerseys updated and all that, and they took some pictures with Chase Young. Bro, those things look cool.
The Commanders isn't a bad name, but I'm just it's unbelievable to me how many sports teams are changing their names, dude. Yeah. Like, I mean, we're so used to, we grew up with the Indians,
all of these names,
calling them the Cleveland Indians, dude, and now we have to switch it up.
I mean,
and it'll be for the remainder of our life, you know, because we're never going to stop watching baseball, but we're going to know that team as the Guardians. Our kids are going to know them as the Guardians, and that's it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They're never going to know that they were named the Indians. Like, I didn't even know that they were named the Spiders at very first. You know what I mean?
Spiders, yeah.
And it's crazy because there's a big push for that shit, for them to be called the Cleveland Spiders.
I think, hey, man, change is weird at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, I remember when the NBA, when they brought in the New Orleans Pelicans, it was like, yo, what? A basketball team named the Pelicans? And now, I mean, it fits. Like, you know, 8 years in now, it fits. Like, their jerseys are cool. You know, it sounds good off the tongue now. It's not bad. Like, I think it just changes different at first. You know, give us 5 years and it'll be back to normal. But it's always so weird when shit happens like that. Like, I couldn't imagine the Giants being named something else. Like, the San Francisco freaking Bay Bridge, like, you know what I mean? Like something crazy. I just couldn't imagine it though.
They got some of the most wildest names in the minor league. Have you ever seen those? Dude. Like the Yard Goats.
But could you come up with like dope names consistent? Like think of
dude,
like
I tried. I tried last night.
Like,
I'm like the
I'm
Cleveland Predators, the Cleveland Hawks, the Cleveland Hunters. It's like, I'm like, nah, that doesn't sound good.
They try to all kind of like they try to incorporate something with names and stuff too. So it's like it's like always deeper than that too. So it's like weird, but they got some crazy names for They
could have came up with maybe like a last name because the Cleveland Browns is named after the very, very first owner of the Browns. His last name was Brown. So that's how they got the name there. So, I mean, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. The names they always resemble something or correlating to something. So I guess, I mean, like, and that, I mean, the Guardians, like it correlates to something cool. Like that's a famous bridge in Cleveland. It's a nice bridge. You drive over it to get to the stadium, you know, why not? Like, hey, tell your kids, hey, this bridge is named after the Guardians team, you know, I guess it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'll go with it. I'm cool with it, I guess, but
yeah.
Whatever.
Down in SoCal, our boy Mike Trout, man, he's injured.
He's fucking injury prone, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he gets hurt. Now, this is third season in the last 4 seasons or something like that?
This one wasn't his... fuck.
It wasn't his fault.
It wasn't his fault. I mean, it wasn't, but it was. Like, he was getting hit either way, but dude, turn in on it. How many times were we told in high school to turn in on a baseball? Yeah. You know what I mean?
And he dropped his hand into it. If you haven't seen it, we're going to put it up on the screen right now. But dude, that is 100% his fault. Yeah. I get the shadows. He's talking about after the game how he couldn't see because the ball was in the shadows. But dude, you're a major league fucking hitter. You're supposed to be the best damn hitter. Okay, a ball, like you just said, we were grown up. Turn that shit, take it on the back, take it on the ass. Yeah. Like, it'll hurt for a second. Bro, this dude
better than a broken hand.
Took that shit right off the hand. That had to have fucking hurt.
Yeah, because I saw him when he was running down or walking down first base with the trainer and all that, and you could tell he got 3/4 of the way, and training, you could tell he said like squeeze my hand, and he couldn't squeeze his hand, so at that point he knew. He's like, hey, fuck that shit up for sure.
And it goes on to a couple weeks ago, bro. I wonder how long he's going to be out for because he's got to rehab.
Like, yeah, dude. But it's not even that. Like, it's just saying, like, it just goes on to another factor of, it just makes it hard to say he's the best player or one of the best players when he's just constantly getting hurt. You know what I mean? He's got to be able to play a full season for people to understand how great this guy really is, But at the end of the day, like those things, there's not much you can do about it. He decided to turn in. I don't know. The shadows is what's going to happen, but
we hope for a speedy recovery.
Yeah, hopefully. I think
it's been too long since we've seen a fully healthy Mike Trout. I would love to see that this year.
We'll never see going on to injuries. We'll never see a healthy Giancarlo Stanton again. Like there's just guys that are like that, man. He's to me, Giancarlo Stanton is fucking D Rose of MLB, dude. Like,
dude, like, that is so.
You know what I mean? Like he's never fully and Giancarlo started out. The hottest thing in baseball, the freaking hitting 500-foot bombs, and then. Now homie can't even stay 20 games in the league before getting hurt.
Yeah, that's a great comparison right there.
Straight up is, bro.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. But dude, you know what's around the corner right now?
Yeah, enough MLB talk, man. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, dude, the NFL draft. I'm excited for it, bro.
Yeah.
Not necessarily for the draft, but for the NFL season. You know what I mean?
It's in 10 days, dude.
That's unbelievable.
10 days. We're here to see the first round.
Yes.
Get ready, right in action. Jags got the first pick. So, I mean, it's to me, that just it makes me excited because once that happens and it's like, all right, football's right around the corner. It's back. All that stuff. So, you know, it's exciting. I mean, I'm curious to see. There's a lot of names circulating back and forth between guys. But the one thing they're saying is they're gonna the quarterback count in the first round is gonna be a lot less than we've seen in previous years. A lot has to do with because last year there was a lot of young quarterbacks, you know, in college, but also because they were saying that now they're starting to see and show that like if we're gonna be picking up quarterbacks right in the first round and starting them right away, then we need to go be picking up some other guys that, you know, we can go set and develop and all that stuff. So that way we can still pick up the same guy we would have in the first round, but in the second round and just start him right away, do his thing and all that, pay him maybe a little less money, make him prove that he's a good quarterback. And then by the time he's proved himself, now we can sign him for a big contract. So I think that, you know, they said that, I mean, there's probably going to be 3, maybe 4 quarterbacks taken in the first round. One of them is going to be Malik Willis, Seattle Seahawks. He's going to be the next Russell Wilson. You heard it here now. I'm laying strong on him. Malik Willis, bro. He's legit. Yeah. He's out of Liberty. Crazy story about him. He didn't play football up until college. He was like, well, he played football, but he didn't play quarterback up until college. Never really had like true snaps and all that. Coach just threw him back there. It was like, you know, whatever. Like, hey, do your thing. Learned a few plays and like kind of was like at first started off like the Lamar Jackson kind of. He was more like mobile, hella running around, scrambling, and then tossing him out. Then by the end of the season, bro, at the end of his Liberty career, threw for like 74 touchdowns, or end of that season, threw for like 74 touchdowns. That's 68 nice. Combined, like rushing. Like it was crazy, bro. Like he did hella good. So hopefully, I hope he does well for you guys. You guys know, for a fact he's going to go to the Seahawks. I know for a fact he's going to the Seahawks. Nah, he's not for a fact going to the Seahawks, but I mean that's who we need a quarterback, and he's the number one available quarterback, you know, available, and we got pick number 9, I think. So. Okay. I think, you know, we don't need anybody. We need a quarterback. Like we're not going to be able to stand on Drew Lock. So 100%. That'd be curious. But with the NFL, you know, you guys will see that April 28th going, all that case going. But we got the match. I don't know if you've heard of the match. And if you guys have heard of the match, it's a big golf event coming on here June 1st. Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers versus Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. No shit. 2v2 golf match. Battle it out. Battle the quarterbacks. That's dope. That's like a pro-am. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, no, I fucked with that heavy. Yeah, that's cool. Where's it at? It's in Vegas, I believe. Oh, shit. Yeah, so I believe it's in Vegas, June 1st in the morning, fresh off. They're fired up. You know, it's funny because I mentioned, I don't know, it might have been you, but Tom Brady tweets, right? It was like during the day a few days ago. And I don't think it was you. It might have been BK. But I was like, oh, something's up with Tom Brady. There's going to be something in the headlines because he does it on purpose. Every time he tweets something, because he's not active on Twitter, but when he tweets something, it's referring to something that's going to happen in the next whatever. Like he'll tweet something and then, you know, Antonio Brown gets traded there to the, you know, tweet something, Rob Gronkowski's coming out of retirement. He tweets something, blah, blah, blah. Well, he tweeted something and it was just literally the eyeballs. And then he added Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Aaron Rodgers on Twitter, and like that was it. And everybody was like speculating. Yeah, I was seeing comments there like, oh, he's atting all the guys who've never beat him and all this stuff like that. Like people were trying to put 2 and 2 together, trying to figure it out. And then 2 days later, they come out with they got the match and they're doing this golf thing. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense why he tweeted that. But it's funny to see everybody's like what they were assuming he was tweeting about. And it was like so off, you know, they're like, you know, his dog died or some shit like that. Like it's just the randomest tweets. But
he's probably sitting there looking at his phone. He's probably a lot laughing.
Yeah, he's like, these idiots. It's fucking golf, man. Like we're just gonna go play some golf. These fucking idiots, man.
Fucking Tom, dude. Tom loves to have fun.
Yeah, he does. That's at the end of the day, he's a competitor, but he does love to have fun. And he understands how the world and people work. And he plays along with that for sure. So like I said, his social media, he does that very well. Like he trolls on social media hard, but in a fun way. Like it's all cool and all that.
I wonder who's gonna win that tournament. I really do. I bet Aaron Rodgers wins that. Wait, no, it's a couple.
It's two. It's couples. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna go Team Allen, but I can't. I would have been better off without Mahomes. honestly. I just don't
What if we
know,
took the
just-
brother?
Huh?
What if you replaced him for his brother?
Nah, see, we can't do that either. We just can't do that. But apparently, he's supposed to be good. Patrick Mahomes is supposed to be good at golf. So hey, Patrick Mahomes. Think about it. It's like two old goats versus two young goats. We got the old goats and the young.
Wait, who's
goats.
on Brady's team?
Brady and Rodgers.
Okay.
And then it's Allen and Mahomes.
Oh, bro. Yeah,
What?
Brady and Rodgers are taking that shit.
You think so?
Unless they have to lay up because their backs are going to get thrown out.
Local people, though, we need to get something figured out. Like, we got June 1st, we got a month. We got to get Devontae Adams, Derek Carr in that thing.
Dude, right?
I don't know why they didn't. I mean, I just saw like a week and a half ago they were golfing together. So why aren't they in that?
Mhm.
But hey, I guess, the 2v2 battle, we'll see the match. I think that's going to be exciting for sure.
That'll be cool.
It's for sure views. I mean, they're going to get hella views for it, hella clicks.
Bro, Vegas is going to be popping off, dude. They got the draft in Vegas. They got the match in Vegas.
Everything in Vegas, bro.
Dude.
They're trying to do everything in Vegas. If Oakland moves to Vegas, they're going to have baseball. They're going to have a baseball team, a hockey team, a football team, like that. And I actually just watched something recently about Vegas, and I think I might have mentioned it on the podcast, but I think in a matter of like less than 10 years, the original population has grown like 125, like 120 times 125. Like they were at like, just say, for example, it was like 250,000 was their population.
Mhm.
And now they're at like 1.87, million people, like crazy shit ton of people in Las Vegas now. Like
I know a friend from a couple years past that moved there actually by himself solo.
Yeah.
Dude, just
And the
moved
house
there,
of living
started
there's
a
cheap
whole new
and stuff
life.
there. Yeah. I mean, it's affordable to live there. It's compared to at least California,
Mhm.
but it is very hot, very deserty. It's
Mhm.
not very, but there's definitely pros and cons to Vegas for sure.
Sin City.
It is for sure. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, baby.
Exactly. Absolutely. But guys, we appreciate you guys, man. That was a lot of information. If you guys are going to Coachella weekend too, I'm jealous. I hope you guys have a great great
send
time.
some vids, send some pics,
Yeah.
tag us, add us, do whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to see the inside of there right now. I saw a couple videos inside. It looks pretty lit, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, it looks
I
like
get
a good
FOMO
time.
though. I get bad fear of missing out.
Hey, I mean,
Bad.
if nah, not really. Wait, what do you mean? Like you not being there, or you?
Yeah,
being
dude,
there
I'll
and
watch the
missing
video
something?
and I'm like, fuck, I wish I was there.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we could go weekend too.
Yeah, dude, spent $1,000.
Yeah, no, that shit's crazy.
Yeah,
but
no, it is nuts.
I'm pretty good, guys. If you guys haven't seen, our top 25 is out. There's a shit ton of shakeups.
Dude.
I mean, it was hectic. There was like 15 teams out of the top 25. They got swept. I mean, it's the craziest weekend of baseball I've ever seen personally. And so the rankings were a little tough this week, but I feel like they came out right, good in the same spot. So I mean, we're coming close. We're 30 plus games into the season. College World Series is here shortly. We're getting regional play and all that stuff soon. So I mean, I'm excited. We're going to round 2. We're going part 2. And I mean, I'm right now at this point, just because how much, covering in the rankings, I'm just like, I hope one of the teams like that's been in the top, like I hope we get to go see Tennessee. I hope we get to see Tennessee in the College World Series because, bro, that team is insane. I hope we get to see Ben Joyce on a 102-mile-an-hour fastball, bro. Like,
weren't you saying that they're considered one of the greatest teams in college baseball?
Yeah, and one of the greatest teams college baseball has ever seen. Like they're just saying what they've done statistically wise and everything is like one of the greatest teams. Like, and like just all around. I mean, that like I said, the pitching that they have is unreal. No one has ever had 3, 4, 5 guys that they got, like dudes, just unbelievable dudes that they got. I mean, they got 2 freshmen, Chase Burns, another guy who's just absolutely dominating the league. Their ERAs are crazy, below 1 ERA in college baseball, where a lot of runs are getting scored in college baseball. Tennessee's putting up plus 10 runs a game. You know what I mean?
And football scores.
Yeah, and they're not even allowing other teams to put up 3 runs. Like I think they're, it's just what they're doing is just unbelievable and crazy. So it's exciting, and they're number 1 for the 4th consecutive week after they did suffer 2 losses, but one of them was a good, it was a good game. Can't really. It's baseball. They're gonna lose some, win some.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, yeah, go check that out. Go give us a like. Go keep doing you guys' thing. We love you guys.
Yeah, we absolutely do love you guys. I actually do have one more thing. Hey guys, if you guys, if you're still here, you're a dude. You're a dude for sure. You roll with us every single week. We obviously know that.
Or
we
do that.
know.
Hey, another thing, we got dudettes. We have a few.
We have a couple dudettes.
Yes, a couple ladies here. They're always checking us out here and there. So we got to make sure we include them, dudes and dudettes, if we're gonna ever say dudes and dudettes.
All right, dudes and dudettes.
Yeah.
I want to let you guys know that we're trying to grow the team. we're trying to grow the team. You know, we want to be able to have a team where everybody can eat, you know, where we're all just firing on all cylinders. You know, we're working as hard as we possibly can. We all have the same goal. We all have the same vision. And, you know, we're just open to inviting people to join the team, man. Enjoy. You could be a dude or a dudette. There you go. You know, you could be a dude or a dudette. But I just want to throw that out there to you guys.
You have a vision to inspire.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
Want to put good content out and just, you know, see our striving and motivation towards it.
And or even if you can help us out, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like anything helps, because we obviously don't know everything. No one knows everything. You know, anything helps. So, you know, we appreciate you guys every single week for rolling with us live at Tuesday at 7:30. But you know, you guys can find the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and of course, if you're a visual learner like myself, then YouTube. But guys, I'm signing off. It's RJ Bernal. Right here to my right hand side is Mr. Luke Sula, and we will see you guys next Tuesday. Peace.